Hey guys, it's me, JB, and we are in week 29, and our verse is, I go like into autopilot. I'm like, I've been doing this for way too long. That is not what I mean to say. We are actually digging deeper. So, we got to go back to week 3, which was live in faith. And our verse is from Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is a confidence in what we hope for and the assurance about what we do not see. So, if you watched week 3 video, these weeks are y'all are gonna bear with me with these weeks because now it's like this week and last week and like this week and then the week that we're going deeper in. But if you watch that week 3 video, you know that I took a strength finder whenever I took it. I can't remember exactly when. My biggest strength is believing, faith, whatever, all that wrapped into each other. And it's really funny because I don't see it a lot of the times. And I even talked about this in the last video. Like, I don't see it. I have more people who say they see it in me than me seeing in myself. I have a lot of belief. I can believe in that other people can get things done or different things, but that just overacting faith, that just, everything, I'm like super duper confident in every single thing because I just have this strength. It is not there. I do not see it. I feel like so often I doubt. And a lot of times with me, I know that when God tells me something, there's sometimes He can tell me and I will be like, okay, Lord. And then I think what happens with me is I ask questions. I'm that girl who's like, okay, God told me this. Okay, Lord. So how is this supposed to go? So what is step number 1? So what do I need to do after step number 1? Do I need to take a friend along with? Like, I have questions. And I think that sometimes for me, when I do that, that's when I feel like I'm doubting. And probably God is feeling the same way. He's probably thinking, just sit down and shut up and just go on the journey. But that's one thing I just, when I take it, and I've taken it a couple of times, and then my scoring for it is actually quite a bit higher than my other groups. And then I have like 2 other groups that like tie. Like it's like a group of 3 or 4 and then a group of 7 or something. It's weird of how it works for me. And it just is what it is. And still, even this thing is hard for me, having this faith. And so when I think about digging deeper, there's 2 questions that come to mind. The first one is, what are you lacking faith in? And there are certain things that I know, and everyone knows there's certain things you have that you lack faith in. It's not that you don't believe that God can do it, but you have an easier time having faith for Him to do this, but you have a harder time of having Him to have faith to do that. Whatever this and this that is. But there are some things, and we all know those things in our life, that we just have a harder time believing it. And we don't even know why, because we can believe that, or a lot of times, we can believe that can happen for that person, but we don't believe that can happen for us. And so what are those things you're lacking faith in? And when you get to those things, ask yourself, what is keeping you from having that faith? What is keeping you from realizing that the God that can work out this situation over there can also work out this situation right here? And this is something that we all really, really struggle with, because we can even look back and we can tell other people about things that God has done for us in the past. And we can even look in the Bible and we can see how God has been faithful. We can see how God has been faithful to other people, our friends, people in the Bible, and even ourselves. But then we can still not live with faith. And it is a daily walk. It is something that you have to do daily. Every morning you have to put on that faith where you just know that God has it covered, that you don't have to worry about it. You just have to put your faith in Him and trust and understand that sometimes it doesn't always look like how we think it's going to look like. But we have to keep faith that He will fulfill the promises that He's made to us. But then we also have to keep that open mind of knowing that it may not look just like how we want it to look. And that for me sometimes is so hard because I can have faith and I'm like, this is supposed to look like this, and this is supposed to happen, and then this, and then this, and then that, and then it's just perfect. But sometimes it's a this, and then it goes to that, and then it looked like it just went backwards, and then it made a circle, and then it went over there. And that journey sometimes can make us slowly go, well, maybe it, but we have to keep that faith. The journey will be what the journey would be, but our job is to have that faith and to have it daily and just know that He's still working. The God that was the God in our life and the other situations that we've had in the past is still the same God now. So, digging a little bit deeper as we live at peace, in strength, and with faith.